find out about the T-shirt thing?
Oh yeah, I've got
So
the
if I end up
card
getting a new
for
computer, I'll probably use one to videotape
Herbert
the rest
house
of everything
somewhere.
else, and that'll be easy. And just
If you think that,
have one
It's not a
set
bad
up.
idea. Have one set up.
So, because
Sure.
the sound effects lag the
Card,
video
so you have
anyway.
a contact
Awful.
information.
She could get a little
Awful.
tripod thing for your camera.
Yeah, I probably should.
I've got one. I don't know if it has tripod mount screw on the bottom of that.
I don't think it does.
Probably
It's meant to
need
be
that
put on. It's just a webcam. It's
clip
just a
on
cheapy
webcam.
little webcam. I'd like to get an actual video camcorder.
I've
Because
got
then I can
one.
just turn it on and run
And
it.
the other place that
Do
we
you?
used was the
Yeah.
red
Okay.
T-shirt shop.
And
Next
but
time,
I have to
remind
look
me.
at it and see if there's a way to hook up a USB cable so it'll record
Well,
straight to a hard drive. I don't
The
know
thing
if
is, it
it's-
doesn't have
We're
to.
not gonna have a whole lot of
records
money.
how much recording time would
At
you
least
need?
It's only like
Sure.
it's like 180 minutes or something like that.
Okay.
The kids.
Yeah, if you could do that, that would work. If
tear
you
up
couldn't,
very
Yeah.
easily.
well, it'd take a while to upload it to my computer anyway. So.
That's right.
Sorry, guys.
Haynes BPTs
I got
are the
distracted.
best ones to go.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
I picked a pocket
4. You did. That's kind of impressive,
for a
Ken.
guy that's on a low level buzz right now. That's pretty good.
Just Eric, just keep in mind if you ever decide to go for that gun.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Yep.
Oh my God, vanished. It's magic. Okay. There's nothing else between you guys. Walk up the street to an intersection.
There's an inn.
There is a signpost
There's an inn at the corner of that intersection.
that
apparently.
says
Jack's Inn.
there's a building there. Munson and Munson Street, Nathan Avenue. On the corner
Right across
Yeah,
from-
so
There are
so according
walls.
to the map,
across
Yeah.
the street.
the park's right across.
Let's go.
You head into the park. It's not like a park like swings and stuff. It's a
Right.
park like walkways and
Right.
little grassy areas that are raised up behind walls. Very fancy, very made type of park. You start to kind of wander around it. It's kind of it's not terribly large.
We should split up. We can cover more ground.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You two go together, and I'll take
Yeah.
Shaggy and the girls.
Yeah.
Exactly.
My glasses.
Let's go.
I lost my glasses.
Right.
You spot, here's a couple illustrations. You spot a monument that is apparently to
Chickens.
somebody
What's
who
that?
was lost in the Civil War.
Kind of
What
vaguely
the
looked
hell
at
is
chickens.
that?
It's supposed to be a horse, I believe.
Really? Sure, it's not like a griffin or an eagle or something.
2 monuments in Rosewater Park.
It looks like a chicken again.
There's an inscription on it.
Yeah, I can't tell what the hell that is.
Oh, there's the picture that I gave you.
Oh, chickens.
Unless it's like broken. I can see maybe there's a man sitting on horseback and the
Oh.
horse's head is broken off.
Yeah.
The man's arms and head are
Arms and
broken
head
off.
are all broken off. Yeah, that
That is what it is, actually.
Oh,
That's
okay.
exactly what it is.
Excuse me.
That makes some sense.
And then there's this one, too.
It's
There's another one.
a Minotaur.
Somebody else want to see this?
It's not
I'm
creepy,
trying to
really.
find my... Too many handouts. Oh, bingo, here it is.
The inscription on the first one is to Chester, or someone named Chester.
The
Last name?
inscription on the first one is Patrick Chester, son of Edward. He fought and died for the people, for liberty, and for all our tomorrows. His memory lives on. The second one is, it says merely victim of persecution by, and then there's a T, and then part of the inscription has been like faded to the point where you can't read it, the carving has. And it ends with ANS. Jenny, again faded, maybe Jennifer. Carol lived with pride and honor. What happened here shall never be forgotten.
You said victim of what?
T, and then it ends with IANS.
Hmm.
I think I've got a handout that I can give to you guys.
Jeff's really good at these.
Is
T
T.
I A N S.
Yes.
So-
Yeah, except the T is not capitalized, and that space is a little bit longer.
A victim of.
So it might be 2 words.
Could be, yes. It's wide enough that it
Transylvanians.
could easily be 2 words.
It's Transylvanians.
A victim of the Indians.
It's trains. They just spelled it wrong.
They were pirate trains, so they are.
Here's your prompts.
Could be the Indians, that's a good shot.
Indians.
Bingo got it. Here it is. Here, I can give you guys this.
Yeah, could that T be
Here
a...
it is. There it is.
Could that T be a
That's the
cross?
second one.
Yeah.
No, it's definitely a T. And here's the Patrick Chester
could be,
Monument.
could be the
Oh,
Indians.
ANS, not IANS.
It's just
You just have
ANS?
ANS here.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's
Oh, that could be anybody.
Yeah.
Victim of persecution by Jenna
Let me put this back
Jennifer?
where it belongs.
Carroll.
TN.
Pride and honor.
Okay.
What happened here will never be forgotten.
You guys find yourself wandering again, still just trying to find anything of interest. I'll give you the third monument that you find. I don't know if there's pictures of this one.
Jennifer Carroll. Chester. Son of Edward. One died of people. Chester.
I can't imagine why I wouldn't have it.
Do any of these things spark any memories? Vacations
Just
from
vague
childhood?
ones. Yes. Vague memories of your vacations from childhood. Why did I have this one? You also find one for the. Oh, I guess I don't have one there. There's also one about the little Baroness, whose crew and that disappeared on the lake. You guys have heard of that before. I think you read about it at some point. Somebody did. There was a boat that disappeared on Toluca Lake and mysteriously just
May have what I
vanished.
have.
Might have been you, Jeff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
1918.
it's,
So
it's
that's
basically
some
that the whole crew and everyone disappeared. You get towards the lake and you see that it's like paved and there's a metal railing around the right up against the lake. You can hear the water's lapping against it, and you spot a man standing, leaning against the railing, just kind of leaning forward. There's you smell cigarette smoke.
Leaning, looking out into
Yeah,
the
like
lake.
he's looking out onto the lake. You guys are coming from behind him, so he's kind of like if this was a little higher, he's just kind of leaning and kind of looking out in the lake. He's wearing an overcoat. He's got a fedora on.
That would be James.
Yeah.
And yeah, you smell cigarette smoke that smells
Jimmy?
kind of like
Jimmy?
the brand
Jimmy?
that James used to. You rush up.
Well,
Yeah, seriously, start running towards him.
It's not far away by the time you see him because of this fog.
Yeah.
The man turns around and it does for a second. You're like, oh my god, it's James. And then the guy kind of gives you this weird grin, like, and it's not the kind of a grin that James ever made. And you realize the hairstyle is different. Clothing is slightly off, but the guy could be his twin. I mean, he looks almost just like James, but he's got a different feel to him. You know what I mean? Body language and everything is slightly different.
Jimmy?
He says,
Yeah, exactly.
Jimmy says, do I look like your brother? Or sorry, he did not say that. Do I look like your buddy?
Yeah. You
Yep.
look a lot
Here he
like,
is.
like Jimmy.
Oh shoot, I don't want to give you this yet because it's got his name on it.
Yeah, don't do that.
Cover his name up.
Ignore the name. He looks like that.
Oh,
He looks a
crap,
lot.
that's
a
the
lot
picture
like
that
him.
you gave
No,
me.
it's not. That's not the picture I gave you. Where's the picture I gave you?
Oh, no, it's not. Holy crap, that looks
Here.
a lot like the picture you
There's
gave
James
me.
O'Shea.
It's Powers Booth.
In both pictures.
Look, they're both Powers Booth.
Haircut's different. Looks younger than you last remember seeing James looking. He also just has this. He exudes this feel that's different from James. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You could
Says, I'm Jack. How you folks doing?
be his twin.
Who? Whose twin could I be?
Jimmy.
Who the hell's
James.
Jimmy? Who is James?
Yeah, he's
Give me a cigarette.
Our brother.
He's a brother.
Oh. Well, so he's handsome, huh?
He's got one open area.
Yeah,
Hand me one of your cigarettes.
they're empty. Oh, smoked them all. What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
We're looking for Jimmy.
He
Who
told
is
us.
your? Did you say it was your brother?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Both.
he
You're looking for
told
your
us-
brother.
He told us to meet him here.
We got
Well,
a
I ain't
letter.
seen anybody. What'd you say?
We got a letter,
You got a letter.
Yeah.
From your brother telling you you're not a close family, I think. He also smokes his cigarettes different than Jimmy because he kind of cups them like this. And Jimmy was just a two fingers guy. He was very simple in his action.
I take
So
a
you-
step back from this guy. Just,
Okay.
Just because I don't like being this close to somebody that
You guys can make
is creepy and strange.
okay. So you come to Silent Hill looking for somebody, but
Uh-huh.
you haven't seen him for a while
No.
because he sent you a letter. What'd the letter say?
Who are you again?
Name's Jack.
Jack.
You got a last name there, Jack?
Yeah, I got a last name there. Who are you? I heard James, but I haven't heard anybody else. Kind of gives you a nod.
Yeah, my name's Michael.
Michael?
Hey, right now you can call me the guy with a gun. Just answer my
You might be
questions.
able to call me the same thing for all you know.
Maybe.
The name's Jack Shane. I'm sorry. That's how he smokes. Cups a cigarette. And,
Town's abandoned there, Jack Shane. What are you doing here?
not quite sure myself. Woke up, place is full of things.
Woke up.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a little place here.
So you live here.
Hmm? And got up this morning and he's gone. And there's these things lumbering around all around town.
Andy, is that a European way to smoke cigarettes?
I don't know.
Is that
Possibly.
a way that any of us have ever noticed in the past from
Anybody?
anything up in the
I
war
don't
or
think
anything
so.
like
Why, did I
that?
do it before?
Just that?
People have cupped them during the war so that you couldn't see the burn.
Right.
So it is potentially something someone from the war might have done. It's definitely not Jimmy. Jimmy never did. Jimmy would have most of this. A lot of times just two fingers because he burned his finger a couple times on the tips.
Okay.
It's definitely different. It's a totally different way of smoking than
Right.
Jimmy. And so you're here, but now these four strangers here. He nods at you too, Loomis, as he says, four strangers are coming in town looking for your brother. You said.
Yeah.
Did you lose him here? Can't do that with one of these.
No. Not exactly.
You looking for him here? Why?
When is it that you woke up? What, this morning?
Yeah, woke up. There's things wandering around town. Came out here, was pretty safe.
Have you lived here long?
I don't know, a couple years. Not much business, but it's quiet. I like it quiet.
Yeah, it's quiet.
Quiet, yeah.
Sorry, I didn't catch your friends' names either.
That's Vanderholdt. This is the professor.
Thank
He
you.
builds radios out of coconuts.
No, no, okay.
Yeah,
We're trying to get off this island. And you are Bob. Should I
Name's
call you
Alan.
Bob?
Alan.
Alan. Nice to meet you, Alan. So why are you looking at Rosewater Park? They say I'm in Rosewater Park.
What?
You said you got a letter,
Yeah?
and you come to Silent Hill.
Yeah?
So I'm assuming he said I'm in Rosewater Park in Silent Hill in his letter.
I hate to interrupt you in non-brother conversation, but he says find him in Rosewater Park instead of find your brother Rosewater Park. Just throwing it out there for you. It's just a little piece of information. If he reaches his hand under your shirt, yeah, okay.
Okay. No, he's got a trench coat on.
Well, if
You
he
want
reaches
to
his
show
hand
me?
inside,
He has not made any kind of gesture like he's going for it. Aside from his hand coming down when he's cupping the cigarette. And you have to cup the cigarette, which
I realize this is your brother, but he's having very interesting speech patterns. The professor will probably explain that to you better.
maybe you could explain it to me. He does have a Bostonish accent, New England accent. I said you didn't find him for his brother, but most brothers are hims, aren't they? Is your brother a her? Because that's kind of disturbing to me.
What's disturbing here is, I mean, here you are, just leaning on the rail, having a smoke in a deserted town that's been deserted for years, with monsters, monsters walking around.
Yeah,
And
since
you just-
yesterday.
No,
Says no, not since yesterday.
What do you mean, no, not since yesterday?
I mean, not since yesterday.
it's been years.
I
No,
mean,
it's actually been 1 year, guys.
It's
Less than about a year.
Sorry.
It was last year in October. No, that's okay. It's been on since we played. It was last October when everybody
Oh, okay.
disappeared from Silent Hill.
then it's been a year.
So
It's been
did
a
you say
year.
a year
Yeah,
for a year? And you
yeah,
said
it's been a year.
Okay, that's fine.
What's today's date?
What? I don't know. It's like November 2nd or 1st.
What year?
What do you mean? What year?
What year?
1927.
No.
Yes. Went to bed last night, and I pulled the little thing off the calendar like I do every night.
You count.
That's weird because that's something
Mike-
Jim used to always
Mike-
do too.
Mike,
Pulled the
you-
calendar the night before.
Mike, you got the paper? Got the paper in your bag?
Yeah.
If you stand kind of like this, Ken, if you find this
It's not
threatening,
even.
let me know.
It's not even.
Show me the
I
paper.
don't have a bag. I don't even have a bag.
I don't know. I don't know
You
why. I
didn't see
assumed
the
you had
page,
like a little order satchel kind of thing.
This
Yeah,
one,
I don't know.
pull
if
back the
you-
hammer.
They were just going off the
Reduce the
image.
amount of time it takes to discharge.
Okay.
Hmm.
You
Oh yeah,
haven't
hey,
done that,
well, no,
Sure,
it's
tell us.
Trespass.
expiration date. It's got an expiration date
Yeah,
on
yeah.
there.
so what are you talking?
Anyway, I've got some copies of like some paper, some news clippings, and I'll just pull out, refrigerate, and pull out.
Okay.
You know.
And they
one-
look just like
The
that.
date
one.
on.
So
Yeah.
the dates on them are jotted on them somewhere in somebody's handwriting.
Oh,
It's
crap.
not like he pulled papers
Oh,
out.
oh, I got
you
you.
cut them and they're marked like that for you guys.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming that you would have jotted down, written on them somewhere.
I just didn't know if any of the pieces maybe had a date on them or something like that. I wasn't sure.
No, none of that's front page material.
Yeah,
Or at least not top of the front page because it's not as local.
God,
And most stuff was from Bangor. All of it.
none of the papers have dates on them.
Wait, what year is this then? What are you talking about?
It's 28.
No, it's 1927.
It's 28.
Okay, sure.
Do you know a little blonde-haired girl who lives in that house down there?
No, I don't know any little blonde-haired girls actually. I mean, not well. Don't know of any actually.
You seen another?
There was a blonde that I did know down in Bangor.
Is this
She was quite a blonde though, and she was no little girl.
is that 1920 not the number not there for a reason?
Yeah, it's faded. I tried to make it look like somebody stamped it and didn't do a good job getting the ink.
All right. Well, Jack. Sorry, you're not the guy we're looking for. Have a good smoke. Come on.
Well, why did you come to Rosewater Park looking for this guy?
Because he's our brother, and he's been missing. All right.
I didn't ask why you were looking for him. I'm asking why you came here looking for him. Was there a reason? You said he didn't put anything in his letter about Rosewater Park, but you came to Rosewater Park.
You're awfully curious.
I am. I'm a detective. Well, I prefer a private investigator. But it's the same thing in the long run. And you've been asking me questions, and I've been giving you answers, Mr. 1928.
I'd love to try something, but it's just like it's in the backfire if I do.
Well, you do have a
Well,
deal
shoot him
barrel
and see what
for-
happens.
Do it.
You do have a deal barrel shotgun. Yeah,
Just do it.
just try.
I'm gonna pull out. I've got letters and all that kind of stuff. I'm gonna go and say, here. Do you recognize this?
Oh my god.
You're gonna punch him in the
My
face.
goodness.
I'm gonna knock his butt out.
Wasn't
Okay.
expecting that.
I'm gonna punch from you. You will get a chance to dodge it.
I'm hoping not because hopefully he won't expect it because I've got this piece of paper in front of him so he can't see me actually doing it. It's just that it's gonna-
Okay.
You guys take the most interesting ways of
We
doing
really like.
If you get killed,
concept why-
it's just too much.
Yeah.
Too funny if you get getting killed.
There's four guys, at least two of whom have guns in their hands.
Yeah.
I don't think this guy is gonna kill Loomis right now.
Yeah,
Cthulhu, man.
but we
Let's go through.
Oh.
You could punch his head off and tentacles could fly out of his neck.
That'd be awesome.
Gosh.
Jeff, go ahead and make me fist / punch roll. I'm gonna give him a dodge, but only because his dodge is not very good.
So that's a 50.
Okay, so 50 or less means that you actually connect. Now, are you just trying to knock him out?
Try to knock him out. Yeah.
Okay.
Do it.
I'll have to look the rules up for that because they're slightly different from actually trying to do damage.
39.
Okay, you hit him. He's got a 20% chance of actually getting out of the way.
My face.
So he wasn't caught completely by surprise
Somebody got
as the
knocked
fact that these guys with guns.
You broke in my nose.
Oh, wait. He actually dodges.
No.
That was a successful punch, so check it.
Suck.
It's not super easy to knock somebody out anyway. So even punched, he might not have gone down. He dodges and he steps back. The cigarette falls from his mouth. It's ground. That puts his back against the railing, and that also brings his fists up. And he goes, "What the hell?"
Just checking to see if you were real. You've seen a lot of weird
You don't
things
think I'm
through
real?
here.
Does that feel real? You want to feel my hand?
It
It's
felt
about
real.
to get very real.
Felt real when I get a little blood on my
Back up.
here too. We've seen a lot of weird things here.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of weird things here too, but I don't go around punching people that are actually talking to me. He doesn't seem
That's
terribly
how we do it.
intimidating.
I know.
He's got-
That's how we do. That's how we do it in 28.
Oh, so 28's a lot different from 27, I take it. 28. Man, get another cigarette out as I've trampled on my own.
No.
What?
Once
I've
you
dealt
go,
with tougher guys than you. That's another line that, like, bam, that you've heard James actually use that line. Not on you, but on other guys.
why don't you take us back to your apartment so we can see this calendar that you
All right. It's across town.
That's fine.
If you want to go back to my apartment, I was just curious as to why they would come to
What
this
apartment
place
building
to
do you live
find.
in?
It's not in a building. It's in a house.
hate to
But
bring
it's
this up,
actually the
but we
upper
had to bring
floor
about
of where my office is.
avoiding demons of hell. Just,
His arms are down now, but
and
he's
it came all the way
they're
out
out
here
from
to
his body.
find your brother. This is not your brother. We have seen demons from hell. I've been pretty, pretty
What's
lax in this
the
whole-
name of your business there?
It's Shane Detective Agency.
And while detectives are fun and interesting in their own special way, following this guy back through, demon from hell infested city has a lack of appeal.
He's keeping a real close eye on Loomis, actually.
In his own
He
random
kind of
way.
is looking at you guys, but he's watching out for Loomis at
in his
this
own
point.
in his own random way, it kind of makes some sense.
He's,
What
he's,
do we make of this here?
he's not
Yeah.
your brother. He's not.
Really?
Well, that's what you said.
Thank you for clearing that up for me.
Well, you said your brother would be here, and
I did not
you,
say my brother would be here.
you said you thought he would
I
be
said if there was any common place here in town that we all knew as a family, this was it.
here.
Well,
Okay.
isn't there any other place then?
Didn't he say look for me in the what the letter? I can't remember exactly what the letter said, but
You gonna pull the letter out?
Yeah.
He's not moving, dude. His back is still up against the railing. He's put his arms like this, but otherwise,
yeah.
he seems more miffed that you guys have
Yeah.
tried to punch him and pointed guns at him and stuff than he seems to be intimidated or afraid.
I mean, didn't the letter say that look for me is like the secret place,
Special place.
special place?
So is there no other special place that you might look for him? So he didn't actually say Rosewater Park.
No.
Was there any other place in town he might be?
Say we forget this guy.
Actually,
I'm so damn curious.
Just like James.
It's like he's
Yeah.
trying to learn from us,
Yeah.
I'm right here. I can hear what you're saying.
Good. I'm glad you can hear.
Okay. And actually, there is another place that you guys that you spent time in Silent Hill.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this was the place that when you first read the letter, this is the place that you thought. Boom, Rosewater Park.
Back in the entrance where
No, actually, it's called.
Where
it's,
my car is parked?
There's a lake. There's a hotel on the lake, and that's where you used to actually stay. And it was just the place you stayed. It wasn't the place where you actually did anything really. But when it gets brought up, when Michael brings up a special place and that kind of thing, that kind of flashes into your head for a second.
The boathouse. Used to
Do I
go
remember
to
the name of it?
boathouse.
You just remember it was a hotel by the lake. You think you might be able to get there, but you're not exactly sure.
No.
Lakeview Hotel?
Many hotel down
I
by
don't
the
remember
way.
any of this. Huh?
That's
Do
almost
they talk amongst themselves without paying attention to other people?
frequently and when they're not fighting or shooting each other.
They shoot.
This
is pretty
Not
quick.
permanent.
That's why is this not?
I don't like
makes
this.
me nervous. Luke.
Lakeview Hotel. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, I'm right here. I can still hear you.
Yeah, I
talking.
know you can hear.
So how long have you lived in this town?
A couple of years, just a couple of years.
What inspired you to move to this town?
There was no detectives here, and I needed someplace quiet in my
Well,
boss.
it's what you said, because we have run into lots of people dressed very similar to you
Not
in a very
Just-
deceased
not just
manner
like a guy, you could
that
be
looks
Jimmy
kind of like,
in a year.
private
2
detectives.
years.
No, I saw somebody like that. I saw a dead body, but it looked. I thought it looked more
You don't think?
like him.
Well, the one I saw
But the
looked
face
a
was
lot,
all mangled up.
looked a lot like you,
So, like,
except
yours
for all
become-
the face was mangled up.
Nah.
Actually, it did look
Yeah, you're
more
going
like him.
blind or something.
So you can say
You
that.
all, where are y'all from? You're from
Boston.
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 That's where I'm
Well,
from.
Well,
so-
Kingsport.
Kingsport.
He opens his coat and there is a 45 tuck.
Yeah.
I realize that because you are a private detective, and it's almost by definition they have to carry guns, and I appreciate that.
We see
He got the
bodies
gun,
on
he got the gun.
people we see.
And Loomis, I assume your
Yeah,
right, your shotgun's still just kind of down right side.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
something
actually, in this
very
hand-
weird going on here. And
You
this
had to
guy's
actually put
body.
it. You probably leaned it against. There's like a peanut stand right there. You probably
Yeah,
leaned it
yeah,
against when you did the
Yep.
whole
So,
tricking
do
thing.
you know where Lakeview Hotel is?
Yeah,
Is it close?
it's on the other side of the lake, but you can get there by going. Like he's got his back to the wall, so he's kind of pointing this way. You guys came from. That's the north behind you. You go up that way. You just
Okay.
follow the street around town around Paleville.
So what is your daily rate?
My daily?
Yeah.
It depends on the job, but guide would probably be $10 a day plus expenses.
Okay. Keep your hands.
Are you
He has
hiring
not
him?
moved his hands. He hasn't even reached in to get a cigarette. He showed you this.
Vanderholdt.
What are you doing?
Pull out my wallet. Pull out a $10 note.
Oh,
Just retain it.
all right.
Okay.
Tucks it away. He's keeping his hands away
Take
from the
us to take point, and I'll pay you for any bullets you happen to spend, as long as they're not in our direction.
Those are free.
gun. All right.
So you said you're from Boston.
I can show you what like
What the
I
hell?
lived there for about 10 years.
In Boston
I
or
picked up
outside?
He
He
knows
knows
where
where
Lakeview
it
Hotel
was
is,
outside
which is where your
Boston,
brother
just
is.
outside
Which is
Lynn.
what you said.
You heard of Lynn?
My feet.
And you have. It's up there.
Is that okay?
I'm
sure
sure
they
heard of
do.
it, but
I'm sure Alan could
it's
find
so
it.
pissing at little town.
Yeah.
It's not like we had to
Who
hire
is this
him.
guy?
Would you like me to hire you?
You can't
I'll show
afford-
you where Lakeview Hotel is. I won't charge you. Not even for
Well-
the bullets, if you want your money back.
No, it's good. $10 is good.
It just gets weirder and weirder.
Look, you seen the things out there? Those weird
He's a private.
guys with the flesh and the skin and those dummies running around.
He's,
Nothing but legs.
He's a private.
Yep.
They're hard guns.
Yeah, I seen them too. I've been running from them.
Yeah.
I came here because there wasn't any in the park. There's none that I
So
saw.
you're just going to stand here?
I was just having a smoke and gathering my thoughts.
You seem very
And
cool.
then you guys come up and start pointing guns at me and try to punch me in the face.
You seem very cool despite all that.
Some of us can keep our composure.
So he can lead us to this hotel.
I just like Andy. I like throw up my hands and I'll turn around and start like walking out of.
That's
Rosewater
not the
Park.
way to the hotel.
No, I mean I'm just started walking out of the park.
Right, you start walking that way. He goes, that's not the way to the hotel. It's this way.
Just keep walking
Okay.
I'll jog over and catch up with him.
Okay.
because
So
we
do
have to
you
go.
like his
We have to go
brother? Do you
out.
hate it?
We have to go out,
Well,
out back
I'm not
towards the
really
road,
sure.
right?
They are Irish.
Because if we're at the railing,
I think love and hate is kind of
Can I
a.
get a cigarette? You can't. You mind?
then we have to walk back out this way to
Just
get
be
to the
careful.
road,
This
right?
pocket.
I don't know.
I don't know
guess.
where we are.
Yeah, there's no altercation. He reaches in, takes out his cigarettes.
That's
and
what I
lights
did.
one
I
up.
figured we were here.
You want-
Like, so I was walking back this way.
To the main road.
Hey, Professor,
Yeah.
cigarette?
Nathan
Oh,
Avenue.
no, thank you.
All right. And then he carefully tucks it away.
I'll pull up my pipe.
Now, if there's some kind of thing on the road,
That's twice.
Damn it!
You gotta
I'm
keep
just
your lips
sticking-
together.
I know.
That's it.
If there's some kind of thing on the road, I'm assuming I can get my piece out and deal with it.
Yeah, that's you're paid to shoot in that direction.
All right.
So
What about these? Are you guys still? You guys are about 15, 20 feet away. You're just at the edge of vision right now.
Ah.
You had whatever conversation you had.
See,
It's not so
Okay,
easy, is it?
forgive me. Danny, I assumed that we were like here,
Mhm.
looking at the
That's
lake.
where you think you are?
Yeah. I'm turning around. That's what I said. I'm turning around. What he was saying, yeah, it's not the right way, but I'm like turning around and walking out this way. That's why I was turning around,
Right.
walking back through the
That's
park.
when he said that's not the right way. And you kept going.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
caught up with you at the edge of. Did he stop you? I missed this conversation.
No,
I was doing a little role playing.
He just, yeah, I think he came up to me or something, and I'm just like walking.
Are you stopping him, Steve?
I'm trying to hold up.
You have to deal with your brother issues during all the strangeness. God.
See,
Sorry.
they are Irish, and they have this thing. Violence is in their
You
nature.
tell these yahoos to come
Irish,
along.
too.
Right.
I'm not listening to any more
Which
of
is
this.
why I'm telling you up front that there's a heavy severance package.
All right, all right.
This is Jimmy that ain't Jimmy. This is just.
Jack, Mr. Shed,
Shane.
Shane.
I'm
So
I'm walking back towards the street.
He just got his hands in the pocket.
I'm going to just explain. I have been, my rear meter has just been worn out today.
Bring out, even though these are empty, so I got
Yeah.
I had received a promise that as soon as we saw demons from hell that we were done. But
it.
we saw demons from hell and they kept going.
Who is that?
Some little
Patrick.
blonde-
Every time Patrick walks by the house with his girls, they come and ding dong kiss me, and I don't like it because it drives the dogs crazy.
Get your gun.
I was gonna say
Went
that
out
was
in the yard
looked
with
like
shotgun, dude. Has he
Well,
seen
Sammy.
Sammy.
Has he seen
Huh?
Yeah. That the dog's out to chase her. That'll stop her.
I should talk to him about it and say, quit doing that.
Yeah, good.
Yes, with Sammy.
So,
Oh.
Kind of just throw the pack at you.
Went out there with the shotgun. Scare the hell out of his kids. I bet that'll stop him from doing it.
No, I wouldn't be
no, they didn't get arrested.
No, it's a toy. And he's on his own property. And here's a cigarette. He's trying to-
Yeah, but in the time it takes you to explain that as you're face down with your hand.
Well, I wouldn't have his gun in the cop truck. Are you guys coming back?
No.
Okay.
Hey, come on.
I'm walking towards the street.
Apparently they really want us to go that way. What's that
All
way?
right. South. You're pointing south.
What's that way?
What's that way? It's the rest of the South Vale.
So what's that way?
He starts naming off places down there. Jack's Inn.
Okay, been there.
Other stuff. Yeah, that's it. That way is towards the Lakeview Inn.
Let's go into the main road and turn right.
Okay. Are you guys
And
following?
that's going in the same direction that he was pointing at.
I'm just getting out. I'm
Let's go anyway.
just getting out of the park. Just going to the main road.
That's fine.
Just gonna stand there,
Well,
frustrated, smoking my cigarette.
and for right now, let's just follow them. You don't mind.
Let's get into this here.
So do you, have anything interesting you tell the professor because he likes hearing interesting things?
Not
Take
particularly.
my hat
No.
off. I don't know if you're there and I'm taking my hat
Yeah, I'm
off.
standing right next to
So
you.
tell
I'll
him,
use running guy.
tell him what happened the day you went to sleep. You
Nothing.
woke up a year later.
That's what you say.
Yes. So
I still see no proof. You guys hear voices coming. Did you stop where Michael is?
Yeah, I'm standing over him.
You hear voices are coming, and
It's fine.
it's Jack Shane, Vanderholdt and the professor discussing apparently what happened the last day, and it sounds like just a typical day. Blah blah blah. He went to sleep that night. Woke up this morning, and
big fog all over everything.
yeah, fog's not uncommon here, but
So have you
lasted
noticed
longer
that
than I
all the
expected.
cars now are covered in dust
I had not noticed that actually, because I hadn't really looked.
and all the tires are flat because it was sitting for so long?
So you're rolling your own now.
I don't know. What is that? Oh, that's
Pretzel.
pretzel.
You shut up, people. Can't.
He seems
Sure.
he thinks he's thinking about that. They get to you guys on what's the name of the street there?
Nathan.
On Nathan Avenue.
So have you seen anybody with a big giant pyramid on their head?
No.
Okay. Your previous instinct to run
That's what I've
Yes.
been doing mostly.
is better when you deal with that because
What about the siren?
What's siren?
you didn't hear the siren.
No, I haven't heard no siren.